What is going on, everybody? It is Brutal Rob Hands, or as the hat says, Emo Rob Hands. Well, finally, it has been a stressful week for me. Personally, not anything to do with what's going on in the world. It's basically, I got really mad at DoorDash. The schedule that I have as a pro wrestler and the fact that I hate having a regular job and schedule and all that crap. I very much prioritize the Dasher reward system to where Platinum gives you the access to Dash anytime. So, basically, you need a 95% completion rate to do that. And the last time my completion rate dropped, it was because of something that was my fault. I personally let it drop to 94, and I knew that that was going to drop it to 94. This time, however, now, I give myself a cushion with the completion rate because sometimes things happen. You accept an order accidentally, or the order's just being a really pain in the butt and you want to sign it, or you stack bust, which is something that I don't do often, but that's when, like, they'll send you a $30 order, and the order that's paying $8 is the one that's the one that you got to shop 30 items for, and then the order paying like $15 is the one that you got to shop for like a bottle of booze and 2 other things. So like I'll drop the big one, which is paying less, and do the small one, which is paying more. Usually I'll do both of them. It's more of like a time thing. Like if I only have a certain amount of, like if I'm going to a wrestling show and I got to go wrestle that night, I'm not shopping for someone's week's worth of groceries the day that I'm wrestling. I'm sorry. Hauling around cases of water. So yeah, if I'm on the road to a wrestling show and it sends me a stacked order that's a huge amount of items and like 1 item, that's actually what happened last time I stack busted. It sent me a 30-something item order that I declined at first. First I declined the order because I wasn't going to do someone's week's worth of shopping before I went and wrestled. And then like 2 minutes later, it sent me that same order stacked with another one, which was just 3 things of cough medicine. And that 3 things of cough medicine paid me almost $14 to go up the road. So that's like, I dropped the big one. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I didn't want to do it in the first place. Does that make me a bad driver? Whatever. There's worse out there than me, for sure. And then also having Uber Eats doesn't really matter so much when I'm in a bigger area, but where I live, and it's not doing this anymore, but Uber Eats was paying crazy amounts for like the last 3 weeks for trips. So they were paying like $30 to $40 in base pay on top of what the customer tipped, and then you were getting a $10 incentive for each trip you did. So 1 to 2 Uber Eats deliveries, I was making like $80 to $100 off of like 2 Uber Eats deliveries. Now, granted, I only do like 2 of them up here where I live. I do more in the bigger places when I'm traveling, but so yeah, that happened, like, you know, that happened once where I was on the way to Safeway to pick up a grocery order that was up, you know, it was like 17 items and it was paying $15, and on my way there, Uber Eats sent me an order that for Round Table to go pick up a pizza that at the end of the day, with the base pay, the tips, and the incentive, I was going to make like $45 off of that. So I went and dropped that $15, 17 item Safeway order because it's like, sorry, you know, you got to go where the money is sometimes, and that's where the money was. So I always try to give myself a cushion on the completion rate because of all those things I just listed. As long as I keep it at 95, we're good. And in fact, after this week, I'm going to try to keep it at 96, actually. So this is what happened. Basically, Sunday night, I ended my dash at night with 96% completion rate. Ended my dash. Monday morning, I go out to work. I get up early, too. I get up early. And first order was for CVS, which was a bunch of makeup and nail polish. So I just declined that. I didn't even take it. I just declined it. Second order I got, which I accepted, which I shouldn't have, it was a shop and pay for one item at Safeway, which is in the same parking lot of the CVS. But I hate when people do this. People will order a sandwich from the deli that you need to go and have made by order at the deli, but it's not ordered from the deli. It's a shop and pay. Luckily, this person was nice enough to put on the thing what they wanted. So I'm like, this is already stupid, but I accepted it. I don't really want to go to 95. Let me go see if there's a long line in there at the deli. It's early in the morning. Let me see if there's a long line. I know what this person wants on their sandwich because they wrote it in the customer notes. Walk in. There's like 2 people in line. Great. Okay. This might take a minute. All right. Nope. They get to me. Hey, can I help you? Yeah. I need a tuna salad sandwich on sourdough bread. Oh, we don't have sourdough. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to waste the time of contacting them and all this and that. So I just dropped it. That brought me to 95. So I knew, okay, I got to be careful now. I'm only going to take an order if I can complete it, and I got to complete my orders no matter what, even if it's a pain in the butt now and there's substitutions and all that crap. So for the next 3 to 4 hours, that's what I did. After dropping that Safeway order, I went and completed 6 deliveries in a row. Actually, it wasn't the best money-wise, but I was making deliveries. And I'm working. It wasn't the best day, though. I'm like, it's kind of a poopy day out here today, money and miles-wise. Finally, I get an order. I'll have to wrap this up. I'll catch you guys in the next video.